Sorry about that. Okay, Eni, does he have feelings for me? 99% chance he has feelings. 99% chance he's got feelings for you. There must have been a way that I could have paused it, huh? Anyone coming in towards me in love and when for glamour? Yeah, and it looks like you look, it could be an Aries. This person shows up with an offering of a happy home. You could end up getting engaged to this person. It could happen out of the blue and very quickly. I'm going to pull a playing card to see if I can get the timing on that for you, Glamour. I just dropped the cards on the floor. We're in tight quarters here. I think it's going to be something that happens really quickly. The King of Spades. So it could be sometime this fall or it could be the month of December. I'm thinking it's going to happen for you this fall, and look out for an Aries. If it's not an Aries, it's somebody with a strong, ambitious personality. Anybody coming in my love life? Jamari. Okay, let's see. Anybody coming in for Jamari? Three of Diamonds. The diamonds could be this winter. It could be 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. I'm going to see if I can pull a sign for you. It looks like you might struggle a little bit over the next couple of months. Let's see what kind of sign. Who's showing up? Could be a Taurus shows up. It could be a Taurus shows up. I would give it at least 3 months. If it doesn't happen in 3 months, this winter. When will Marquis contact me? Let's do that one quick. The 5 of Clubs, it could be 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, the month of May, but I think with the clubs, it's before the summer ends. When the Gemini is back from holidays, will he contact me and ask me out for SS? You got a 33% chance that he'll ask you out as soon as he gets back from the holidays. So it might take a little bit longer than that. I think it might take some more time. It might not be as soon as he gets back from his trip. Angel Moon, will there be a reconciliation with my ex? Definitely. Definitely. You got 2 aces, right? You got the High Priestess, and it's a Pisces, or one of you is the Pisces. You need to use your intuition, definitely. And then the last card accidentally fell out was the 3rd ace. So you're going to have a reconciliation. There's going to be a reconciliation. Hang in there, Angel Moon. Carla, will Riley come back into my life? Is Riley coming back? Yes. First of all, you got the Star card. So that's like a wish comes true. So that's like an automatic yes. There's also the King of Cups if one of you is a water sign, a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. And the Death card is transformation. So this person can come back into your life and they've transformed themselves, or they could come back into your life and your life transforms, or the relationship you had with this person transforms. But it's not coming back the way it was. It's coming back transformed. So reconciliation soon. You're welcome, Marie. Anytime. The Joker. Now that could be New Year's Eve. The Eight of Hearts. I feel like I keep pulling the same cards. It could happen. The reconciliation can happen before the end of August. If it takes longer, it could be 8 weeks. Jeanette, what are my Aquarius moves? Okay, what's going on with the Aquarius? Will there be contact? Okay, there's a Sagittarius here. So I don't know if you're a Sagittarius or if you have another Sagittarius around you, but it looks like you might have to wait a little while to hear from this Aquarius. I'm going to pull a playing card to see. Pull a playing card. It looks like there just might be a little bit of time before you hear from the person. Queen of Spades. You may not hear from them until the fall time. There's a Sagittarius showing up. So if you're not a Sagittarius, you may have one coming into your life. Let me know. Otherwise, I think you're going to be hearing from this person come the fall. You may have a couple more weeks. Dylan loves children. But no, I didn't tell him. I know, how funny is that? Why didn't I tell him? He probably already knows. How will my first week of school be? Okay, let's see. Eni, how's the first week of school going to be? Don't get yourself overwhelmed. It's showing that you're overwhelming yourself. So the first card is the Ten of Swords, which indicates you're holding yourself back, okay? And then the next card is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which is not applying yourself. In the center of the spread is the Wands in reverse. You also have the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. So it looks like you just might be a little overwhelmed in the beginning of this school year, but I think that you just may need to give it a little bit of time. Don't hold yourself back, just go with it. Thank you, Katrina. Maybe I will get a P.O. box. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sarah, I want to know how A feels about me and what he is thinking about me and how he feels. Okay. How does A feel about Sarah? How is A feeling about Sarah? Soulmate card. This guy feels good about you. He feels very good about you. The Wheel of Fortune, it could be something that's destined here, but it also shows he's got the devil around him. So watch that he doesn't have some kind of an addiction issue, and he's holding himself back. So he feels good about you. There's no issue with that. Whatever is standing in his way is him. It has nothing to do with you. Maybe he doesn't have the nerve yet or something like that. My ex left the Cancer woman. Okay. Did the ex leave the Cancer woman? All right, let's ask. I don't think he left yet. So you didn't get any aces, but you have the Four of Swords, which indicates that he's either resting and relaxing. So maybe he's just being very complacent right now. Justice is in reverse, and so is the Six of Wands, which indicates that karma has not shown up yet. We have to give this situation a little bit more time. It's either that or the victory could be that he's just not happy where he is. But I don't think he's left yet. But I'm going to pull a playing card to see when is this guy leaving. When is this guy leaving the Cancer? The Eight of Hearts keeps coming up. I don't understand why I keep pulling the same cards. All right. The Joker. New Year's Eve. The Jack of Clubs. I keep pulling the same cards. Let me just shuffle these. When will this guy be leaving the Cancer? The Seven of Clubs. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, the month of July. But I'm thinking before the summer ends. Before the summer ends, he's going to leave. Will I end up getting married to Brandon? Okay, let's see. Rochelle. %70 chance, yes, you will marry Brandon, but this guy here is a slow mover. So I wouldn't expect it to be anytime soon. Like the Knight of Swords comes in, like he whips you up, and before you know it, like you don't even know what hit you. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow mover, so it just might not be happening very fast. Will the Gemini and the Sagittarius hook up, and who will initiate it? Okay. 70% chance the Gemini and the Sagittarius will be hooking up, and it will be the Gemini that initiates the situation. How does Ruben feel about me for Leah? Okay. The Magician, this guy feels good about you. Justice, could be something karmic here. Could also be a Libra. The Wheel of Fortune, something destined. This guy, Ruben feels good about you. If nothing has happened yet, just give it time, because I think something is going to transpire here. Karmic means, well, it could, like you two were brought to each other for some specific reason. And it could be something as simple as you're just supposed to be life partners, and that's all it is. You have a good relationship. It's stable. You're best friends. Or it could be something that came in from a past life. It's something that is destined, and usually a karmic relationship is not as passionate as a soulmate relationship, but it's much less painful. So it might be the kind of thing that's like, I fell in love with my best friend and we're just best friends and it just works. Whereas the soulmate relationship, there's usually a lot of breakups. There's usually a lot of heartbreaks, in and out, back and forth, upside down and whatnot. So even though the karmic relationship may be missing some passion, it can work. It's not a bad thing. I keep dropping cards. I don't know what my problem is. Okay. Does my ex-boyfriend have a pill-popping habit? Let's see. I don't know if he still does. He may have had one at one point. The Death card here could be a transformation. I don't know if he's put it behind him. You only got one ace, so that's a 33% chance that he's got a pill popping issue. But the Death card could also mean that he's working to get over it. He's trying to get past it. But you know, whenever these questions come up, like when somebody asks me a question like, can I trust him? Or does he have an addiction? Or is she cheating? Stuff like that. It's usually, I feel like, go with your gut because your instincts know. Something doesn't feel right. Lupe, I'm gonna. What are Brian's feel? The Brian feeling was above that. All right, wait. First, I'm gonna do Blonde Emperor. Lupe, what are David's feelings for me? And then I'll go back to the Brian one. Well, he's definitely not feeling prepared yet to move forward. However, the Magician, the Strength card, and the Star indicates that he has very positive feelings for you. And it's even something that he worries about that kind of weighs on his mind. Right now, it looks like he's struggling with moving forward, but that doesn't mean that's going to last forever. I would just give it a little bit of time. Now, what was that other question that was above it? Will Brian show me his city this August? I'm visiting for work. Okay. Will Brian show CP his city? 70% chance, yes, you will see the city. I'm totally out of order now. Kristen, how does Gustavo feel about me? Okay. How does Gustavo feel about Kristen? I'm not really sure. He's worried about something. His feelings for you were pretty positive. The Ace of Pentacles in the center of the spread. And it looks like he's going to say something, call you, reach out to you out of nowhere, the Page of Swords, and it may take you by surprise. It also shows that somebody has recently stabbed him in the back and he's struggling with that betrayal. It doesn't have to do with a love situation. It could be any kind of betrayal. It also shows that he recently walked away from something. But this guy definitely feels positive about you. The Magician is here, and now the Knight of Swords, which means you're going to hear something quickly or out of the blue from him. You're going to get a message, or somebody's going to say something to you about him. I think he feels positive about you, but I think he's struggling with some kind of betrayal. Fiery Beacon, I have healed my shadow self in relationship with Andrew. Have I healed? Okay, let's see. Have we healed? Okay. Have we healed? Shadow self. Fiery Beacon. It looks like you're not totally there yet as far as the healing process is concerned. You've got the Tower, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So there are no aces here. The Tower indicates some sort of a disaster. Now, if you feel like you've already went through the disaster, that could be the past. Or it hasn't happened yet. But it's the first pile, which could be the past. The Queen of Pentacles would be an earth sign. It could be you or him, and it would be either a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. And if it's neither one of you, it could be somebody that comes in that helps you to get through this healing. The Nine of Pentacles is a positive omen that you should get through this and see the light of day on the other side. It just doesn't seem like it's totally there yet. You're very welcome. Kylie, why is it that every time I go to my mother-in-law's house, she feeds me like a dog? She's a Scorpio and I'm an Aries. Oh my God, those are tough signs. My mom was a Scorpio and all the other women in my family were Aries. So I know that those are tough signs. And there's a lot of Mars in there. So if you guys are kind of clashing, like my mom was a Scorpio, her mother was an Aries. That just could be a difficult relationship. I would eat before you go. I would. I would eat before you go. Let me just see what else it said there. All right, I'm going to ask, does she think you're fat? I mean, that's crazy, but, you know, if first of all, even if you are fat, who cares? You still shouldn't feed somebody small plate. I mean, is it smaller than everybody else's? Because that's really rude. Let me just ask. Eat before you go. Well, you got a 70% chance that she's doing this on purpose. I don't think that she thinks that you're fat. It shows that the weight of the world is resting on her shoulders. I don't know if she's maybe not even doing it on purpose. I don't know. I don't know. This is what I'm going to tell you because it's in-laws and you have to kind of save face and, you know, eat before you go and don't let it bother you. That's it. Don't let it bother you. It shows that she's worried about something. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Blonde Emperor. That was nice. Jeanette, how long until the new love comes in? All right, let's pull a playing card. See what's going on. New love coming in for Jeanette. The Ace of Diamonds. Now, this could be the first of any month. It also could be sometime this winter. The Ace could also be like it could be the beginning of any month. It could be September 1st. Keep your eyes open. I think the longest that you're going to have to wait would be this upcoming winter. Lady, is my ex aware that I'm deeply hurt by what he did and does he regret it? Okay. Yes, on both accounts. And he also thinks that you're an incredibly strong person. I think that he knows exactly what he did, and I do think he's sorry. Now we just got to wait and see if he's man enough to admit it. But you know what? The Knight of Cups sort of suggests that he'll stand up, or she'll stand up, whoever it is. Did my ex sleep with Brittany? He's a Gemini. Okay, let's see. I think so. You got the Knight of Cups, which indicates the knight in shining armor. And then the Ace of Swords, which would be 33% chance, and the Magician. However, this is what I'm going to say. And this is what I truly believe. Somebody hooks up with somebody once, okay? And I don't care if you're in a relationship with the person or if they're an ex. If it happens once, it's no big deal. Sex. It could be the circumstance. It could be they were drunk. It could be whatever. If somebody is cheating or hooking up with somebody for years, that's when there's a problem. So I've talked about this before. One of my favorite movies was A Star is Born, but when Barbra Streisand was in it. I never even saw the new one. But there is a scene where Christopher Christopherson is home, and there is a young reporter, and she's naked and she's swimming in the pool. And Barbara Streisand comes home, and she knows that he hooked up with her. He knows that, and it's in this moment where you can see that he acted out of ego, and that reporter meant nothing. So it could have been that reporter, it could have been the girl standing behind her, or the girl that lives next to make a difference. Her as a human being meant nothing. It was just something that happened. So as far as getting upset over things like this, it happens once, it's not a big deal. Let it go. If this is a relationship that continues for 2 years, 3 years, 6 months, then there's a connection there, and then that's different. So if you can kind of write it off as it's no big deal, it happened once, it'll never happen again, I wouldn't worry about it. Because, like that's the way life is. It's such a contradiction. It's like sex between two people should be the most personal experience, intimate experience. And on one hand it is, and on the other hand it means nothing. And one thing equals nothing. So don't worry about it. If you find out that that's true and that they did sleep together, don't let it bother you. Ignore it. You think it happened when you were together? Even if it happened when you were together, it didn't mean anything if it only happened once. What makes you think that he did? You see, here's the thing. When people ask questions like this, unless I get a straight up answer that says no, and sometimes I do, it makes me feel like intuitively you already thought that something happened. So, and as far as the cheat, like I said, if it happened once, it could be the circumstance, or it could be not a big deal. It's when somebody develops a relationship outside of a relationship. That's when things are bad. But what makes you think that that happened? Emma, you're looking to see if the Capricorn is coming back. Okay. Is the Capricorn coming back for Emma? Definitely. You just may need to have a little bit of patience because Temperance showed up. So you got 2 aces, which is a 70% chance. Temperance could be you need to have patience, or it could be when the sun moves into Sagittarius. Well, that's the thing, right? If you know that something is up, and why you guys aren't together right now is another question I have, Caitlin. So who broke up with who? If you broke up with him because you suspected it, that could be different from, like we need a little more information on this situation. If your intuition is telling you that something is going on, and the cards suggested that, but like I said, if it happened once, and why aren't you guys together now? Because people do come back from that. Sometimes, I hate to say it because it's really shitty, but sometimes somebody needs to be with somebody else to realize what they had with the first person. Sometimes somebody needs to see what else is out there, and they're like, what I had was much better than this. So sometimes it takes that. It's shitty, and nobody wants to live through that, but sometimes that's just how life goes. Yeah, Emma, I think the Capricorn's going to return. She's always talking about people's bodies. Oh my God. Kylie, don't let it bother you. Ugh, I've been in that situation before. You're perfect the way you are. Eat before you go. Take it from me. Eat before you go. All right. Let's see. I totally went out of order today. I'm sorry, but I've had a hard time keeping up. Will Eugene and I get married? How does he feel about me? Okay, let's ask that. All right, I can't swear that you're going to marry Eugene, but you have the Ace of Pentacles, which suggests that 33% chance. You also have the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, which can be a new offering of love or something creative that happens between the two of you. The fish there can indicate one of you is a Pisces, and the Judgment card can be a new beginning, or something karmic. So I think that there is a future with you and Eugene. I think that you just might have to just put it out there, and don't worry so much about if it ends in marriage, because I mean, I can't swear to marriage at this point right now, but just enjoy it. Enjoy what it is. Okay, he broke up with you. He stated that he was bored with me. Then I found out on social media that he was seeing her behind my back. He didn't know that I personally knew her. She's an acquaintance. I can't believe that somebody would tell you that they were bored with you. That is really awful. That is really awful. And I don't want to sound like a pinhead, but you deserve better than that. And if he was seeing somebody behind your back and then he broke up with you, good. Let her have him. Because what's going to happen in a couple of months, he's going to be bored of her. I mean, that's really shitty. And I hate social media for so many reasons, but that's a whole other thing. Tiffany, any movement in the spell? Okay, the spell that I did. Now, how long ago did I do that? It must have been at least 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? All right, let's see. You got 2 aces here, which means it is working. You got a 70% chance it's working. The thing is that you have a Chariot here in reverse, so it might be a little bit slow. It just could take a little more time. Now, usually the typical time they say is 0 to 3 months. Only once in my life ever I did a spell for somebody on Friday and it happened on Saturday. That's never happened to me before, and I even told him that. I'm like, you're the first person that happened to. Don't expect that. Like, I even said that to him. I didn't expect it to work this quickly. It never does. So usually it takes up to 3 months, but let me just look into the situation here quickly. It's working. It's just when the Chariot's in reverse, it's working slow. Let me see what's going on with the two of them. Yeah, all right. So the first card is the Hanged Man in reverse, which means at least he's starting to come out of being stuck. Okay, so if he was upright, it would be complacent, like you miserable and complacent. But when it's in reverse, it's like he's starting to come out of that. The Empress is in reverse, which also suggests unhappiness. Like upright, it's everything that's positive that has to do with like love, money, sex, children. It's Venus. In reverse, it's not so much. It can also be like a real witch. In the center of the spread is the 6 of Cups in reverse, which is like not looking back fondly on this. The 8 of Wands in reverse suggests another slowdown, and the Hermit in reverse suggests that isolation. So, which is not a bad thing, because right now it's not looking like our party is very happy with where he is right now. So I would hang in there for a little bit of time because it's working. It's just, it's not there yet. I know, it's so frustrating that everything's got to take so long. So annoying. Brown sugar, change is coming my way. Okay, let's see. You definitely got changes. You got a transformation here. So the first card is the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which sort of suggests that there's not balance in your life right now. Things are out of whack or out of balance. The Ten of Cups is in reverse, which doesn't indicate unhappiness. It just indicates that it's taking time for all of your cups to be fill. In the center of the spread is the Death card, which means there is a transformation coming. The Five of Pentacles in reverse suggests that you will not be so worried about money anymore. And the Eight of Cups in reverse suggests that you walk away from something. It could be anything. It could be a person, a situation, a relationship, a job, anything where you're not sure why you're walking away, but you're just like, this isn't working. I'm out of here. So you do have big changes coming up. Phantom, will I have justice in my situation? Okay. Will I have justice in my situation? You got 3 aces. 99% chance that you are going to see justice, Phantom. You're going to get justice. Dingus, what will happen to me in the next few weeks? I'm now homeless and scared. Oh boy, I don't like that. Do you have somewhere to stay tonight? Is there a friend or somebody that you can stay with? Okay, as long as you have somewhere to stay. Okay, I know you don't want to overstay your welcome. But I was talking to one of my friends recently, and we were talking about people helping each other. And I have a huge problem asking for people for help. A huge problem with it. And this woman is recently divorced. And you know how it is when people get divorced. It's a shit show. So anyway, she said to me, she's like, you know, for the first time in my life over the last couple of months, I had to accept help from people. She said, she goes, there were days, she said that basically, she's like, I was living on peanut butter and jelly, and I only had enough money to put gas in my car to get to and from work. And she said that a lot of times she had to accept it when friends said to her, I'll drive, or come to my house, I'll make dinner. And it took a lot for her to accept the help. And she said the same thing from her mom. She said her mom every now and again would send her gift cards to go to the grocery store. And she said, she's like, you know, I came to a point in my life where I had to learn how to accept help from people. And I have a huge problem with that. A huge problem. I don't like anyone to have to do anything for me. I'd rather do it myself, or I'd rather do without. So here's the point of the story. If you're in a situation right now where you need help, and this is exactly what she said to me. She said life ebbs and flows, and 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 5 years from now, you might be in a situation to help somebody else. So take the help now. Be appreciative of what they're offering you, and just know that one day you will be able to either repay it back to that person or to someone else that needs it. Because nothing is, you know, like you hear about people, they win the lotto and then they're broke in 3 months. Everything ebbs and flows. So I totally get what you're saying. But I'm going to pull some cards just to see what's going on for you. You have a new beginning coming up, okay? So that's good. So it does show that there's somebody's either holding a secret or you have a secret. There's a secret here, or it could be a Pisces shows up to help you. The Three of Wands in reverse is feeling not prepared, and the Five of Swords in reverse is showing the end of arguments. So I don't know if you've been fighting with somebody, but that's starting to simmer down. And then you have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which shows that you feel like you don't have any choices, which may be true right now. But the Judgment card suggests a new beginning is coming. So I think that you're going to be okay. And I think that, like I said, Do your best to be able to accept help from people. I know I don't like it either, and neither did my friend, but the tides may change and you may find yourself helping this person or helping somebody else. Good luck, Dingus, and keep us posted. Keep us posted. Let us know that you're okay. And you know, too, if you belong to a gym or something like that, some of the gyms are really cheap, like $10 a month. You can go in there and shower and things like that. Sucks. Will I get a job at Salesforce in Ireland? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Will you get the job in Ireland? You got a 70% chance you're getting this job. Good luck. I hope that you get it. Yeah, I'm going to be sending you lots of good energy, Dingus. It sucks, but you know what? You're going to get through it, and you'll come out better for it on the other end. Yeah, see, you've always helped others, so it's okay. You take help from your friend. Who will be a better boyfriend for me, Ben or Costas? Okay, those are tough questions. I'll tell you why. Only because, all right, people love differently, people feel differently, people are emotionally wired differently. Like, for example, my dog is like my child. I know people that hate dogs, right? So we're all different. But I'm going to ask first how Ben will be. Will Ben, this is how I'm going to ask it. Will Ben be a better boyfriend than Costas? I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Well, you got a 70% chance that he will be the better boyfriend, Ben, and you have the Two of Cups here, which is the soulmate card. So I'm thinking that Ben is the one. But, you know, if you're not committed to either one, there is no harm in giving it a little bit of time and waiting and seeing what happens. You know, see how you feel. I'm not even kidding. Like, I was totally so ready to. I was watching all these people living in vans and reconverting RVs and living in them. And I was like, I can totally do that because I'm so tired of paying like mortgage and tax and everything else. I'm like, I could live in a van. I teach yoga, so I'm at the studio every day. I could shower there. I could use the bathroom there, right? And just live in a van. Then I found out about the baby and I was like, I guess I can't live in the van now. So, and every time like I go on YouTube, there's more and more people that are doing it. Like nobody wants to pay for all this shit anymore. So believe me, I totally hear you. I mean, if you can get some money together and get a decent van, I would totally do that. You know, years ago that was frowned upon. Now I'm like, I think it's brilliant. Like who wants to have all these damn bills? Chica, may I ask if the Virgo is coming to visit me in my country? All right, let's see. Is he coming to visit? You know what? I think he's coming to visit. You got the happy home card here. I think that, yeah, I think that you're going to get your wish here. This guy's going to show up. Definitely. Happy home card. And then you had 2 aces. Well, that's what we're here for. We got to be supportive of one another. And you know what? It's not easy. Life has its ups and downs, and it sucks. Trust me. I know. Miss Lala, will I get a job in my city sooner or later? All right, I'm going to say, will Miss Lala get a job in her city soon? All right, you only got 1 ace here, so I'm going to pull a playing card to see. When will Miss Lala get a job in her city? Oh, low battery. Get going. The 10 of clubs. Now, the clubs could be before the end of the summer, which seems like it's a little too soon because the first way I asked, it didn't sound like it was going to be that soon. I'm thinking that you're going to get a job this October. I think you're going to get a job this October. All right, let me see how many more questions I can get in because this stupid phone is going to die. Norma, I just saw that you wanted to know if your comments are popping up, and I just saw it. Oh, okay, here. Will I be in a romantic relationship with David after he gets off the mentality he's in? Okay, let's have a look. All right. Will there be a relationship with David? Three aces. Yes, yes, yes. Marion, I just saw this comment, but I didn't see any other ones recently. If you can copy and paste it, I'll do it next. I'm going to do Sweetie Pie right now. Can you tell me if love is coming in? Is love coming in for Sweetie Pie? Oh, yeah. And it's going to be something that's destined, too. The Knight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Cups, definitely. The Four of Spades, it's probably going to happen sometime this fall. The 4 could also be April, but I think it's going to happen in the fall. This phone here, it's starting to kind of buffer. I think it's dying. Oh, Marlon, sorry. I thought it was an I. How would my ex-Pisces feel after I move back to the area? I'm a Capricorn. Okay, let's see. Marlon, how's the Pisces going to feel? How is the Pisces going to feel? The Pisces is going to be all over the place. So at first they're going to feel a little bit taken back by it, and then they feel like very strong, like this is an Aries. I don't know, maybe they're Aries rising. I'm wondering if this here is even the person steps forward, but then it looks like they're feeling like they're getting over a little bit of a betrayal. And then there's victory. So they may be happy, and then they feel like they have some kind of, they're prepared to move forward. The Hermit, see, now this is where they pull back a little bit. But then they come out of nowhere, okay? And then the last card is the Star card, which means you get your wish. So if you want this person back, you can have what you want. but just be aware they're probably going to be a little bit up and down. So if you're experiencing like one step forward, two steps back, don't get upset about it because that's what they're going to do. But you can have your wish if that's something that you want. They're going to be a little taken back when you show up. They're going to be excited. Then they're not going to be sure. But you're going to be the one that makes the decision in the end. When my ex was sleeping with the fat girl, did he wish he was sleeping with me instead? Okay. Hehe, 70% chance, yes. Yeah, I saw that it popped up and said that you think that this person's in a relationship, but that's okay because people break up and get back together and break up again, and it I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about that right now. How soon are you moving? Like by the time you move back into the town, they may not even be together anymore. Moving soon, should I buy or rent? Okay, Tracy. Should Tracy buy? It's only showing here a 33% chance that you should buy. So I'm going to go with rent right now. I got to tell you, I'm not a big fan of renting, but it depends where you are. Like here, the rent around here is ridiculous. Like my mortgage is literally less than half of what I would pay for this place if I was renting. So it depends where you are. If you're in a location, like I know one of my friends moved to Austin, Texas a few years ago. Him and his girlfriend shared an apartment with another couple. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen and a living room. The rent for the whole place was $450 a month. I think they paid $120 a month or something a piece. It was ridiculously cheap. Here in New York, the rent is crazy. So it depends where you are. If you're in a place where the rent is affordable, the cards are suggesting that you rent. All right, guys. This phone here is gonna, yeah, I know. That's why I was like, hell, I'm going to Austin, Texas. I mean, I love hot weather, but you know, life has gotten in the way. Let me see. I don't know how much more time I have on this phone. I see Nancy's got a question. Nancy, can you just repost that question really fast and I'll do it now before I go? And then Quarthar, I'll answer yours. Or let me answer Quarthar while I'm waiting for Nancy because you know what? This phone's going to die. Guilty, he broke my heart. Okay. You posted it? Can you copy and paste it? I'll go back and look for it. But I'm afraid the phone's going to die. Yes, he feels very guilty. You got 3 aces. I'm going to go back, Nancy. I'm going to see if I can find it. Nancy, I've gone back since before the conversation we had with Dingus, and I still don't see it. Uh, oh, Sharon, you posted it? Here's the question. Well, I don't see the question. I see, can somebody please copy and paste it? And then Sharon, I can't see the question. And then Sharon says, yes, I posted it. And then Katrina says, please post it again. And then here's her question, and I don't see it. 5:52 is at the time. Yep. Will Morph contact me? This is a different question. All right, let me do that one. Let me do that one while I wait for Nancy's question. Yeah, I do personal readings. You can, if you go to my community page, I have the prices up there. And those people are for YouTube viewers and special clients that I talk to a lot. I posted them. All right, will Morph contact me for work, please? Only got a 33% chance. There's only a 33% chance that Morph is going to contact you about work. It's so weird that none of us can see that question. You know what, Nancy? My email is in my description box. Email me the question, and the next time I go live, I'll answer it first. And I'll either go live tomorrow or Monday sometime, because this phone here is going to die. All right, guys. As always, thank you for watching. If you like what we're doing here, please like, subscribe, share me with your friends. And Nancy, feel free to email me. I'll answer your question first. If anyone wants personal private readings, on my community page, I posted a couple of days ago the special prices for YouTube people. You can also contact me through Instant Go. And all of that information should be in my description box. Not on this video yet, because I haven't put it there yet, but on the other ones. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.